Shooby-dooby-doo-up-doo, ba-doo-da-ba-da, ba-da-da-ba-ba-doo-da. Shooby-dooby-doo-up-ba, ba-da-da-ba-da, ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba-doo-da, ba-ba-doo-da. So this week we're going to talk very briefly on the podcast, which you can listen to at nothingbutstatic.co.uk. We got to promote it!
No, I just think there are more natural ways to do it than this.
Nothing but static.
How often do you double thumbs? I know occasionally I
double
thumbs,
thumbs,
but I don't think I've ever earnestly gone. Someone's been like,
well,
"Oh,
be
Chris,
honest
we
with
got
you.
bacon for lunch." Like, I've never.
Well, I'll be honest with you, Chris. 3 times in the last 5 minutes, so... We talked about how Chris was due to watch something. There's a few classic shows that he missed, didn't pick up when he was younger, like some people.
Like you.
No, there were some shows that you just didn't get around to watching.
Yeah,
That's
a lot
fine.
of classics. Not as many as films, but we might discuss that on another video.
That's another video. So one of the shows that keeps coming up that he's not watched is 24. So last night we sat him down to watch.
Don't know what that was. I'm so sorry.
4. To watch 24, and you watched the first 4 episodes. We watched it together as I was editing the most
Editing
recent
the podcast.
editing the podcast. So what did you think?
I just think that Tony character's a right dick. I don't like Tony. That's my overriding thing.
Tony, you are.
I've got an unnecessary angst against Tony.
I could tell because every time he came on the screen with his fucking goatee, you'd either say something or just watch you do this.
Yeah, even when you weren't looking at me, like even when it wasn't like for obvious comic effect, even if you weren't in the room or you were looking away, I'd still go, fucking Tony. No, Tony, man. What's he playing at? He just seems to be stirring it up. But the thing, I'm really enjoying it, but there are little things that I want to like. It's 24 hours long. So far, there's been there's been no sign that any of them have gone to the toilet. I'm serious. This is the kind of thing that I'm thinking of.
Well, okay, so I'll tell you how I like to think it works.
Right.
So there's a 5-minute action scene. Jack Bauer's in a gunfight, right? And you follow in that for those whole 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Everyone else is going, shit, something interesting is happening elsewhere. Now is our opportunity to go to the toilet.
Oh, okay. Right, yeah.
They're all in on it.
Yeah.
It's coordinated.
Yeah, so
because we're not following them. It's not like, we see every one of them every second, every day.
That's true.
So I imagine they're eating or going to the bathroom in those breaks.
That's true. Yeah, so maybe when Jack last went back to his office, before like rushing to Jamie to see if she decoded it, he stopped and
had a piss while we were watching Terry trying to hunt down Kim or...
Yeah.
That's how... The sleeping one is harder to explain. No one is sleeping in this show.
Yeah, that's gonna because it already starts at 12 a.m, so they're already tired. I'm really enjoying it. I like the. I was about to end that sentence with plots. What a stupid sentence! But I like the way that each plot is slowly unwinding. These days, if you get a show that slow paced, it's only really about one plot. Whereas this has like 5 plots really slowly building to something, and I like that.
Seemingly as well interweaving, which is what I like the most, which is something that appealed to me when I first started watching 24.
Yeah, I care about all the characters kind of quite instantly. I like them all, apart from the bad guys.
Which we're not even really sure who is and who isn't right now.
No, and they're like trust no one, and that seems to be the case. I'm not even sure Jack is what he says. But if he saves his life. If he saves the senator's life, presumably the senator's got to say thank you to him.
Sure.
But do they end up in the same room? Does he call him up? Does it end on just cheers, man, cheers, mate? Like,
I will tell you that there is a build up to them coming across each other, and that goes for all the characters in the show that are separate.
Okay.
Most of the main characters do at some point ultimately meet,
right? Okay.
Even if they are separate right now.
Okay. And whenever I've seen pictures, promo shots or of anything, or like on the back of the DVDs or whatever, of his daughter, she's always wearing that red thing, that red top. So does she just get that back on for the second series?
No, she wears something completely different in the second series.
Oh. But she wears that for all of the first.
The first.
Because I'm thinking about that as well. I'm thinking about those actors. I'm like, well, they've got to wear these.
The first 12 episodes.
Oh, okay.
There's a reason she ends up getting changed.
Oh.
In the plot.
Wow!
Don't get excited. You don't see her get changed.
No. But I'm just saying, there's another mystery there. Well, is the senator going to get shot? How do they change their clothes? Do any of the other characters change clothes?
One or two.
I'm in. I want to know.
You want to know
forces
how they
them
change clothes?
to change their clothes.
Nothing forces them. There's just the scenario presents itself.
Well, yeah, but Jack came in. Jack came in after he had that fight and changed clothes, and it almost felt like, Kiefer Sutherland was just like, I don't want to be in this thing for the whole 24 episodes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I wonder. I don't pay too much attention to it anymore in the more recent seasons. I wonder how strict they are about that. I wonder if like every episode with different outfits, even though it's the same. Like if I'm just not noticing.
Yeah.
I might not. They could be doing that. I wouldn't be noticing.
I don't know.
I don't pay attention.
That's
to
the kind of shit I'm noticing.
You're gonna discover.
But the characters are great. And I was saying to you that one of the things I love about it is if they introduce someone, even if it's just someone even if someone stops and asks someone in the street a question, because of the format of the show, that person could then, as far as the viewer is aware, that person could then become a character. So it makes you instantly feel something for everyone. Whereas in the Blacklist, if they bump into someone, if they talk to them for more than one scene, you just assume they're going to end up dead or something.
Or that they're just in it for that week's story,
Yeah.
and that next week they're gone.
Or
You'll never see them
story of the
again.
week.
Yeah.
Well, that's-
Sneeze. How long have you been trying to avoid that?
Turn into a yawn.
I've never had a sneeze turn into a yawn before.
Then maybe it was a yawn all along.
I feel like you should know the difference.
I know the difference. Yeah, I think.
No, not in the final product. I mean, in the
think when
the
you
sensation.
yawn. When you yawn, you move your mouth and therefore your nose. I think the beginning of the yawn, it was like, so my nose moved, and because I felt it on my nose, I thought that was a sneeze.
Nothing but static. Nothing but science.
On 24.
Nothing but doctors.
No, I'm not a doctor.